here on this channel. You can go there and pick up something by Demonic Sweaters or Minnesota or basically anything on the entire label. We sell CDs, vinyl, t-shirts, and lots of cool merch that you can check out there. So that's anthillrecordings.bandcamp.com. Oh, by the way, did you know that I teach drum lessons? If you're interested in learning more about drum lessons, message me on Instagram at demonic_sweaters. Did you know that almost all of Demonic Sweaters music is available on all the streaming services? You can check it out there if you don't want to buy something. By the way, have you subscribed yet? Please do. Do you want to try to play drums to some of these songs by yourself? You can pick up drumless versions of all of these songs you hear on my streams on the drumless library, which is available at anthillrecordings.bandcamp.com. It currently has 33 songs for only $15. Each song has the BPM and the time signature listed, so all you have to do is drop them into your DAW of choice, and you can play along just like I do on these streams. That's only $15 for 33 songs. That's a lot of content to practice to. You can also pick up individual songs for $1 a piece, but I highly recommend picking up the full version because every time I add new content to the drumless library, you'll get that 100% for free. All you have to do is return to anthillrecordings.bandcamp.com and you can download all the new songs once you purchase the full-length version. Again, you can pick up the drumless library at anthillrecordings.bandcamp.com. It's available exclusively there and only there. And please stay tuned. Today's stream will be starting shortly. Welcome to another Demonic Sweaters live stream. We're going to get started here in a little bit, but before we do, be sure to check out my record label, which is anthillrecordings.bandcamp.com. This is the best way to support what I do here on this channel. You can go there and pick up something by Demonic Sweaters or Minnesota or basically anything on the entire label. We sell CDs, vinyl, t-shirts, and lots of cool merch that you can check out there. So that's anthillrecordings.bandcamp.com. Oh, by the way, did you know that I teach drum lessons? If you're interested in learning more about drum lessons, message me on Instagram at demonic_sweaters. Did you know that almost all of Demonic Sweaters music is available on all the streaming services? You can check it out there if you don't want to buy something. By the way, have you subscribed yet? Please do. Do you want to try to play drums to some of these songs by yourself? You can pick up drumless versions of all of these songs you hear on my streams on the Drumless library, which is available at anthillrecordings.bandcamp.com. It currently has 33 songs for only $15. Each song has the BPM and the time signature listed, so all you have to do is drop them into your DAW of choice, and you can play along just like I do on these streams. That's only $15 for 33 songs. That's a lot of content to practice to. You can also pick up individual songs for $1 a piece, but I highly recommend picking up the full version because every time I add new content to the Drumless library, you'll get that 100% for free. All you have to do is return to anthillrecordings.bandcamp.com and you can download all the new songs once you purchase the full-length version. Again, you can pick up the Drumless library at anthillrecordings.bandcamp.com. It's available exclusively there and only there. And please stay tuned. Today's stream will be starting shortly. Hey YouTube, it's Justin aka Demonic Sweaters and Twitch and FC2. I always forget to mention you guys out there. Hey, how's everybody doing today? I'm doing well, and I'm glad to be back here again for another live stream. It's going to be a fun one today. I have even more new material to play, or added material. It's not really new, but more drumless tracks that I put on the Drumless track library, and more stuff to play. And so yeah, now we're up to like, how many songs? There's a lot. I think there's 35 songs on the Drumless library. So yeah, so anyway, hey Jake K, how's it going out there? And just send a shout out in the chat there if you hear me okay. Just let me know if there's any audio problems, but I think it should be good. Did a pretty good test this morning. So before we get started, as usual, I want to plug some merch. So you can pick up Can You Draw Me? Let's see if that'll focus. Can You Draw Me on CD? Right there, you can see it. High Life of Pike. This is you can pick this up at anthillrecordings.bandcamp.com. And this is a professionally produced CD. It's only $7. And it's got a couple of the Can You Draw Me art contest images on it, which looks really cool. You can also pick up Minnesota As the Sun Rises Deluxe Edition on Digipack. This one's $10. And I keep saying, you know, I keep telling you guys I'm going to do a Minnesota stream pretty soon, and I'm working towards that. I'm not going to be doing it just yet. But one of the things, you know, that I wanted to do Minnesota on a live stream was, since Minnesota, I always use acoustic drums. I don't really ever use electronic drums on Minnesota, so except for when I first recorded this album. But that's a long story because I didn't have access to acoustic drums at that point. That's why I re-recorded it. But so I wanted to do a live stream that sounded more accurate. So I finally picked up Superior Drummer 3 because it sounds really realistic. And though I haven't had a chance to really mess with it yet, and I'm not going to be using it today, but I'm going to set up some kits to use for the Minnesota stuff because I think Superior Drummer 3 will be more appropriate for this type of material. So look forward to that in the next couple of weeks. I'll be getting that ready. I'm not sure. Maybe next week I might take off on a stream so I can basically prepare for the Minnesota stream. But I'll figure that out. Don't really know yet. We also have Minnesota self-titled on 180-gram vinyl. This one's only $10. You can pick up at anthillrecordings.bandcamp.com as well. And this is like crazy heavy vinyl. It's really cool. And this one came out in 2000, what was it, 17, 16, something like that. And I'm still really proud of this album. This one was really good. Now, Minnesota is just me as well. It's still Demonic Sweaters. It's just the other type of music that I make. It's a little more mellow and a little less electronic. So check those out. There's also plenty of Demonic Sweaters stuff on Anthill Recordings. And there's also the Drumless Library, which, as I mentioned in the beginning, is up to 35 songs now of drumless tracks that you can purchase for $15, and you can play all these songs you hear on these streams. You can even request songs off of that album if you want me to play something specific here today. And yeah, it's a really good deal. It's $15. You get 35 songs. They all have the BPM and the time signatures listed, so you can drop them in your DAW and, you know, line them up to a click track, which is what I do. And you can play along. You can create your own videos. It gives you plenty of content to practice to. So definitely check that out. And as I add new material, you'll get all the updates for free. So it started out, excuse me, it started out as 25 songs, and now it's up to 35 songs. So already in like less than a month, there's been 10 songs added. So it's just going to keep growing. So you know, just look forward to that. It'll keep having more and more music on there. And if you want to purchase individual songs, you can do that too for $1 a piece. But I highly recommend doing the full version because that gives you the most bang for your buck. So anyway, couple additions to the drum kit. Let me show you the top view. Is that camera good? Yeah, that's pretty good. So I actually had all this stuff laying around. I just never hooked it up yet in these streams, but added a second lemon crash over here on the right. So I have two zones here. Then added a tube trigger by Pintech down here, which right now has a tom on it. And yeah, it adds quite a bit of sounds, actually, just having these two additions. And then also on my snare drum, today I'm using the 2-box Trigget dual zone snare trigger. And this thing is great so far. I mean, today will be the real test. Like, once I really play this, you know, on a show, you know, we'll see how it does. But it seems like it's working really, really well. And these things are a phenomenal deal compared to other manufacturers' external drum triggers out there, except for ddrum, you know, with the redshots, are very affordable as well. But these 2-box Triggets, they're on Amazon now. They're only like, I think like $40. And it's like a solid metal construction on the outside, and it's got like a, you know, not Allen wrench, like a drum key tightening thing on the rim. They're dual zone. It's got a 1/4-inch input. So it's literally half the price of the Roland one, which I have right here, the dual zone. And actually, the Roland one is nice, but the problem with this is I don't like this hand, you know, finger screw thingy that tightens it to the rim because it seems to come loose. And it also, when that happens, when it comes loose, the triggering response doesn't work very well. However, this one, the 2-box, has a, you know, like a drum key tightening thing on the side here. And plus, it looks really, you know, it's really unintrusive looking. Like if you compare that to the Roland one, which looks really big, the 2 box is like kind of silver, blends in. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it might suck. We'll see when I'm playing. I don't think it's going to suck though. Like I've played with it quite a bit this morning, and so far it's been pretty good. So we'll see. So I think what I'm going to do here, I already have the kit selected. I'm going to start off with one of the new additions, and actually the video for it's playing in the background right now. One of the new additions to the drumless library, which is Antimatter Is. Now this song, I've been wanting to play this song for so long because this is on Turn of the Scrocked, 2019 or 2018 album. And what had happened is I updated my computer, or I changed computers, and I transferred all the data over to the new computer, but for some reason the Ableton file of this song just got screwed up. Like a lot of the samples that I'd used originally, like kind of just got lost or like didn't sound right. And so I was never able to make a drumless version of it until the other day. I was like, well, screw it. You know, I'm not going to be able to find these files, so I'm just going to remake it. So basically, like I took what was there, like there was a lot of it there. There was about half of the tracks there. And then the parts that were missing, I just recreated the best I could. They sound a little different, but the total the general vibe of the song is pretty much the same. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this one. This is Antimatter Is off of 2019 Turn of the Scrocked, and this one is a lot of fun. Hopefully I don't screw it up. I only practiced it a couple of times, but we'll see. And here we go. Oh wait, I need hello. What happened to my mic volume there? Let me turn that back up. I need to make sure I turn on my camera switcher because I keep forgetting to do that. Let's do that first before I even start. That's not the one. Advanced scene switcher. Here we go. Oh, you know what else? Sorry, I'm delaying here a little bit. I need to open up MC2 to see if anybody's hanging out there and chatting. Let's get that open. Bear with me. No, this is taking forever. Should be here. And where is it? FC2's website is a bit confusing. I bookmark it and it never seems to go right back to where it was. It like goes to like the main homepage for some reason. Wait, I think I have another bookmark here. Let me try this one. And how you guys doing out there today? Okay, let's try this. And that's not any better. Okay, let me just find this page. Bear with me. Oh, come on, it's making me log in now. All right, screw it. I'm sorry, if you're on FC2, I'm not going to be able to chat today. Come over to YouTube, youtube.com/mnemonicsweaters, and chat with me there. All right, let's do this. Antimatter Is. All right. That was Antimatter Is. That was fun. Whew. Abu Habib. Oh, man, sweet. Thanks, Abu. And Jake K, I like it. Remastered. Yeah, it sounds not bad. You know, I'm just glad to be able to play it again. Like, I've wanted to play this song for, like, years now. And not having that file was, like, driving me crazy. Or having the file, but just having it, like, incomplete was driving me crazy. So, glad I was able to do that. JK, this studio streaming setup and all the visuals is really rad. Thanks, Jake. Yeah. This week I changed the lighting just slightly compared to last week, because last week I think the overall lighting was a little bit too dark. So it was causing some like weird, YouTube does weird stuff when there's like a static, like, I don't know, it does weird stuff to the compression. So I think I fixed that this week. Hopefully. So anyway, yeah. Abu Habib says, this is the fun place to be. Thanks, Abu. I really appreciate that. Glad you're having fun. So let's do something else. The other new one I have this week, Mexican Minimalism says, yo, hey, Mexican, blah, blah, blah. Minimalism. Looks cool today, says Jake. The other new one that I have on the Drumless library this week is Sunset Park, also off of Turn of the Scrocked. Now, this one, I don't know if I'm going to play that just yet. I don't want to do both new ones right in a row, but why don't we do, it'd be cool to do Cherry Red Lips. I haven't done that one in a couple of weeks. So which kit do I use on that one? I think I don't know, I've been really liking this wide kit. Even though I have a version of that I just played on Antimatter, which just has an extra tom and is a little more room reverb, but maybe, sorry, I'm thinking out loud. The vintage. Oh, so anyway, the 2-box trigger seems like it's working good. I heard one maybe slight double trigger in there somewhere, but I just put it on today, so there could be some fine tuning things I could do on there. But overall, that was the only thing that I noticed. So I mean, that's bound to happen every now and then. But I'll keep it going and see how we do. Maybe I can increase my. Let's see. Let's increase. Oh, not that. Increase my. The mass time's already at 12 milliseconds. Let's increase the re-trigger just by 1 notch. We'll see if that helps. So anyway, yeah, let's keep moving here. Let's do Cherry Red Lips. Maybe I'll use the 333 kit for this one. I think that's a good one. And I haven't practiced this one in a while, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, Cherry Red Lips, this is off of In Depth. Here we go. All right, that was Cherry Red Lips off of In Depth. One little screw up in there, but it wasn't too bad. And yeah, I heard one single double trigger in there in the beginning, towards the beginning. Maybe, I don't know, it's weird. Like, just one time. I don't know, I'll keep messing with it, but overall it seems to be good. I mean, I haven't been using dual trigger or dual zone on this snare for a while. This is the first time in like, well, actually in all of these streams. JK says, did you add sounds to all your custom kits for the, oh, this is like totally loose. For all the extra triggers you added. Yeah, I did. And I'm going to be releasing a updated version of that pretty soon. This might be why I'm getting the double trigger, because I had one lug that basically came completely loose there. One thing, though, you don't want to over-tighten mesh heads, I've noticed, because that can cause weird response on triggering as well. So, okay, what's next? What do we want to do next here? Abu Habib says, nice. Thanks, Abu. And JK, it looks cool today. Thank you. Mexican. Minimalism, drum check. 1, 2. Yeah, drum check. So, anybody have any requests off the Drumless library? Once again, you can pick up all these songs, drumless versions of all these songs at anthillrecordings.bandcamp.com. There's a link down below. It's $15 for 35 songs. And the more as I add new songs, you get all of those for free. So it's a good deal. Check that out if you want to play some of these songs for yourself. And if anybody has a request off of the library that want me to play right now, feel free to shout it out. Otherwise, I'm just going to pick one. Let's see. Return Home I did last week, and I wasn't happy with the sound that I had on there, so maybe I'll do that one. Which kit should I use? I mean, honestly, I could probably use this 333 set on there. I think it would sound good. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do Return Home. There we go. Fade outs are always kind of weird live. But yeah, that was Return Home off of, I believe that's on Turn of the Scrocked. 2018, somewhere around there. But yeah, thanks, man. Jake for, oh wait, no. What am I talking about? Jake requested 333, so we'll do that next. I need to drink water, though. Very thirsty. So, yeah, one thing I do notice about this 2-box trigger, the sensitivity is very nice. Actually, it picks up rolls, and the dynamics of the rolls really well. Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's going to work really well. I mean, it's probably just, you know, sometimes the slightest, tiniest little adjustments on the module will make all the difference. But right now, it seems to be working really well. One thing I did notice is the drum key tightening thing. I have it as tight as it'll go. Maybe I need to put a washer in there to enable it to go a little bit tighter, because I think it can maybe grip on there a little bit tighter. But both zones are working good. That's the head zone. Let me show you one that's a little more obvious. So those are the two different zones. But yeah, pretty cool. It looks really cool too. Maybe I'll get some more for the toms and have dual zones on my toms. I used to have that on, I had some, I mean, I have like a zillion extra triggers now at this point because I keep buying them and trying them. The D-drum ones, the dual zone D-drum ones work really well, the pro ones, but I hate the fact that they have an XLR connection on them. Like, that drives me insane. Like, I can't stand having this huge adapter on it. It's just weird. Anyway, Abu Habib, fun stuff. Going to check out this drumless deal. Very cool, Abu. Thanks. Yeah, check it out. And like I said, you'll get updates. I have a lot of songs, so I just keep making the drumless versions. I do have a lot of new stuff that I'm working on, too. So as soon as the new album comes out, which will be in a couple of months still, but all that stuff will post. I do have 2 brand new songs that actually were released first on the drumless library that aren't even out yet. Like, and that's, what are they? Cybot and Form. So those 2 are brand new songs. And I just, you know, I was like, whatever, I'll just release them drumless first, which I've never done that before. But I was already playing them, so I figured I would. All right, so let's do 333 for Jake K. And let me just play that for a second to make sure the levels are good. How's this go? Let me hear it. Last time it sounded a little soft. Okay, I think that's good. So, there we go. I used the vintage kit on this one. Here we go. This is 333 off of 333, the newest album. Well, the ending was a bit wonky. But other than that, it was really good. Yeah, I don't know what happened at the end. Somehow my brain started processing the click track like in reverse. Like, it was weird. Like, just right at the very end there. I'm not sure what happened. I hit a crash and something just strange happened in my brain. Like, I was hearing it backwards and then I couldn't get back on time. But anyway, thanks, Jake. And thanks, Toth. Or Toth? Toth, Mercy. Trying to come up with more ways to cheer digitally, says Jake. And, well, I mean, just commenting is good enough. You know, that always makes me feel good. You can always share it, too, if you share the stream somewhere and try to get more people watching. That always helps. Or donations, or purchasing some merch, all that stuff. Of course, you don't have to do any of that, but it always is nice. Abu says, love it. Thanks, Abu. So, what should we do next? Might as well, should I do the other new one that I have here? Which is Sunset Park. This one is a tough one, actually. I practiced it like several times this morning. And which kit am I going to use? Yeah, I think that one. But yeah, this one's pretty hard because it's got a funky beat in it. It's like, it's in 3/4, and I have to play it, the way that the drum beat goes is it alternates. Like, it's like, well, I'll just give you a little example. It's like, so I don't know if you can notice that, but basically what's happening there, since it's in 3/4 and I'm doing 16th notes, the first time I hit the snare has to be with the right hand, and the second time I hit the snare is the left hand. So it alternates every other one. And it was hard for me to get back. I mean, I think I got it now, but when I first, hadn't played this song in years, and when I first opened up the track, it was pretty weird for me to get that groove back, just to get the feel of it. But I might as well try it. We'll see what it does. Let's see. Abu says, I'm peeling a Paul mellow currently, or else I'd leave more robust comments. No worries. All right, let's do this then. We'll do Sunset Park. This is also off of Turn of the Scrocked. I'm finally getting a lot more of the stuff from Turn of the Scrocked to be able to play live, which is cool. I do think that's good. So anyway, here we go. Mute my mic. All right, yeah, that was... Whew. Sunset Park off of Turn of the Scrocked. And I might do that one again. I kind of screwed up in the beginning. But it was all right. I don't know. I'm very I'm super hypercritical of my own stuff. And of course, when I'm doing this live, it's like, I have to get everything right the first take. So, or I don't have to, but it's better if I do. But let's see. Ice Cream Pirate, JK. And sounds great, dude. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. And yeah, the end I felt like I was starting to get in the groove, but it's just a tough groove. It's a tough feel to get that, that. I mean, I could play it all on my right hand, like, but that's a lot of 16th notes with just the right hand, so I broke it up. Plus, I like doing those little triplet rolls in there. I feel like if it were just like a little bit faster, it would be easier. The fact that it's like in between, like being fast and slow, like it makes it more difficult. Okay, let's do Ice Cream Pirate then. Let's do it. Let's get to the Draw Me kit. And let's go. Ice Cream Pirate off of Can You Draw Me? Ice Cream Pirate off of Can You Draw Me. Jake K says, I love this song. Thanks, Jake. I like that one too. That one's a lot of fun to play. And that was a good version that time. I think I did some pretty good ones that time. Anyway, whew. Oh man, did any of you guys just see in the background there we have a little scene from The Howling back there, the transformation scene. That movie is like incredibly stupid, but the werewolf transformation scene in it is amazing. But did any of you guys see Malignant? That was like I mean, I'm a horror fan, so I think true horror fans, like who love like the old '80s horror movies and stuff like that, like we all love this movie. Like it is so good. But a lot of people who are expecting like, you know, the Conjuring like type movie, or what's the other one James Wan's really famous for, Saw, or anything like that, like they were like incredibly not into Malignant. But it was I mean, it was just, I don't want to give any spoilers, but if you like kind of campy, fun horror films, definitely check out Malignant. Like it is not what you would expect at all. Like it was really, really fun. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. So just thought I'd bring that up. And then after that, I also watched some classic 80s horror films. I watched Basket Case and Brain Damage, both by the same director, both really campy, weird, tasteless horror films. But they were both really good, especially Brain Damage. Basket Case was pretty fun, but it was like so low budget. It was made in like 82 on like $30,000, which is crazy. Like that's so insanely low budget. But I mean, it was really good for that low of a budget movie. And there's some really funny scenes in it too. And it's cool. It's also cool to see like both of those movies, not Malignant, but both Basket Case and Brain Damage were both shot in New York City, like back in, you know, the 80s. So it's always cool to see movies shot in the 80s in New York City, or like old New York. Because there's like, you see all this stuff that's, you know, different, but then you also see like some things are the same. Like people kind of, I don't know, like people have a way that they act in New York, and it's kind of the same as it was in the 80s. Like there's some like people that were like, you know, the behavior of some of the tenants in that movie, I was like, this is like exactly like my building, you know? Like I don't know. Like it's just weird. Like there's just a New York vibe, you know? And it totally captures that in both of those films. So yeah. I do want to do Sunset Park again, but I'm going to do that a little bit later because I want to get through some of these other ones. How about, what haven't I done in a while? I haven't done Clean Money in a while. I haven't done Close to Me in a really long time. Pathways, I haven't done that one in a while. That would be a good one. Why don't we do Pathways? That one's pretty fun. So yeah, let's do that. Pathways is also off of 333. Here we go. All right, that was Pathways off of 333. JK says killing it. Thanks, Jake. And thanks for always being here, man. You're keeping this stream alive. Thank you, man. Yeah, it's very nice having the extra stuff over here. Just having a few more sounds, especially crashes. And I love stackers too. That's one thing that's really cool about the TD-6, that it has so many like little stacker sounds, and chinas and stuff. I added a few more things to the visuals back there, as you can see. This was like this random hall of mirrors out in Brooklyn Bridge Park. Like Brooklyn Bridge Park has all these different piers that are like sticking out in the East River, and they all have like little little patches of forest on it. Well, now we're out of there, but this is actually Queens right there. But it has little patches of forest on it, and like if you walk out, there's little paths. They're not very big at all, but that one just happened to have this like hall of mirrors like hidden out in like the little forest there, which is really cool. And that, what you're seeing back there, is Flushing Meadows Corona Park, which is one of my favorite parks in New York City, where it has that, that's that famous Unisphere is what it's called, which was in Men in Black. And then here's a slow motion shot of me throwing a rock. This was, where was that? That was in New Jersey. Let me move out of the way. Oh wait, here it goes. Can't remember the name of the park, but it's a trail through New Jersey. Oh, Palisades Interstate Park is what that is. So a lot of different parks there. But yeah, that footage of me throwing the rock, it was so insanely cold that day. Like it was like literally like 10 below zero. Like it was crazy. All right, what's next? Mercury Werewolf? Feeling like the Werewolf? Let's do it. Let's do the Werewolf. Oh yeah. So yeah, I added that in there. That's not a cowbell though, really, but I think that'll work. That might be weird. Let's see if I can do. Hold on, I need to edit this. So edit sound, instrument. I want a cowbell. Where is it? There's like so many sounds in the TD-6. I've been meaning to make a video about this. Like, one of the things that I really like about this module is the fact that it has like 80 bajillion sounds in it. Like, it has way more sounds in it than most modern drum modules. It has 1,000. Wait, how many? It's over 1,000. It's like 1,048 sounds or 24. It's a lot. The only one that I think has more is the Alesis Strike module. Oh, that's kind of cool. 808 cowbell. Yeah, I'll try that. We'll see what that sounds like in there. Because there's a cowbell section in this song that I never played before. And Jake says Clean Money. I'll do that next. So let's do Mercury Werewolf first, and then I'll do Clean Money. But what was I saying? I don't know. I forget. Something about something. Here we go. Mercury Werewolf off of Turn of the Scrocked. bad I didn't play that one when the Werewolf transformation was still happening in the background. But that's all right. That was actually why I even have that clip, because that's from the video of that song. Here's another park. This is Bush Terminal Park, what you see behind me right now. Oh, a little extra snippet there. And that's in Orlando. So there's a bunch of just random footage here. I just keep adding more random footage to the background stuff. JK, the howl at the ending. Yeah, I couldn't help it. No, I had to do it. Cool. That was fun. Should I do? Oh wait, you said what did you say? Clean money. Okay. Oh, you always request the hard ones. All right, let's do it. Not gonna waste any time here. Let's go for it. Clean money off of 333. And thanks JK for requesting. Here we go. Clean money off of 333. And JK, what does Mike Stein want to hear? I don't know, Mike. What do you want to hear? Anyone else have any requests? And yeah, thanks for trying to help, Jake. But, you know, of course, people don't have to request. A lot of people aren't very familiar with all of my songs, but I'll just go ahead and pick them. I do want to do, I kind of screwed up on that one too. Man, I'm screwing up a lot today, actually. I'm kind of tired. Didn't have enough coffee. Well, what happened, you ever like wake up really, really early, like too early, and then you go back, but you feel really awake. And then you go back to bed because you're like, well, this is too early. And you go back to bed, and then you sleep late, and then when you wake up, you feel tired. Like, that's what happened to me. Like, I woke up at, like, 6 and felt totally awake. And then I went back to sleep and then woke up again at, like, 10 and then felt more tired than I did when I woke up at 6. So, anyway, I don't know. That just happens sometimes. I think it's like your sleep cycle gets interrupted or something, and it just does weird stuff. Anyway, wow, it already looped back around the video back there. So let's do, well, I haven't even done, man, there's a lot of songs in here now. Let's do another one of the newish ones. How about Rot? Let's do Rot. Let me go to my wide kit here. Maybe I should use, let's see, should I use the, oh, I have this. Okay, this is another new set that I programmed. I forgot to show you guys this one. This one's called Bonzo. It's kind of like a John Bonham type kit. So yeah, I'll try that one in here. I think it should work. Switch to stereo, and this is called Rot, off of Earth Asylum.
Like an angel made the mystery.
All right, that was Rot off of Earth Asylum. And JK asked if I was the vocalist on that one, and yep, I was. I still have a lot more songs off of that album that I can add to the drumless library, and I will soon. And I'll also be adding all of the Minnesota stuff to the drumless library, a lot of it. And just to mention the drumless library one more time, if you're just tuning in, you can download all of these songs without drums to play to from antihillrecordings.bandcamp.com. And right now there's 35 songs on there, but as I update, every time I update and add new songs, you'll get all of those new songs for free. So it's only $15 for 35 songs right now. And once I do updates, and you will get all of the updates for free. Live drums and vocals request. Yeah, I'm not going to do vocals live. Not here. Not in my apartment, because, yeah, it's just too weird. Like, my neighbors will hear me singing, and they'll hear tapping and singing. Like, that's all they'll hear. And I might get people pounding on my door. So I'm probably not going to do that. And also, it's the vocals, the way that, I mean, I could probably do it. And it's actually not that difficult to sing that song. And actually, most of the songs I write, I can sing and play. And there's videos of me singing and playing them, like when I performed with Ronan, actually, at that barbecue. There's a couple years ago, you can see me playing and singing a couple songs. But the thing is like, I don't really have a good setup to do it, because you hear how dry the vocals are through this mic. It would sound strange. I mean, I'm sure I could figure something out, but given the fact that there's only a few songs with vocals, I just would rather I don't know. I don't really want to mess with it, at least right now. Maybe in the future I'll do it. But for now, I'm just going to have the vocals pre-recorded just so I can focus on the drums. Because it's really difficult to get good live audio through a stream. And it's taken me a while just to get this set up. So I don't want to mess with it too much right now. Anyway. But it would be cool. Yeah. And also it could be horrible. So let's do Sunset Park again. I want to try that one again, see if I can nail it a little bit better. Let's go to the antimatter. Was that the set I was using? I think so. Or was I using wide? I think I was using the wide set. Let's try that. They almost sound the same, except I have one more tom on the antimatter one. But anyway, here we go. The Sunset Park off of Turn of the Scroct. Oh man, such a train wreck. All right, let's do that again. Sorry. That was totally amateur. All right, here we go. All right, well, slightly better that time. But good enough. I'll keep it there. It'll get better as I keep playing it throughout the weeks. JK, hope you were happy with that time because I know I was. Thanks, Jake. Yeah, a couple little screw-ups. Also, I don't know why, for some reason, this song, both times I did it, I was getting a couple double triggers on the snare. But every other song, it's been really, really good. Maybe I need to put stuff something inside of this snare again. Right now I just have like a paper towel under the bottom head, but there's no like padding inside, which sometimes can help. Maybe I'll do that again. I don't know. I was trying not to do it, but maybe it won't hurt. Stick a piece of foam in there or something, just to keep the extra vibrations down. And I keep knocking this one lug loose on there too. Human Modification Systems Inc. I could. I do that one a lot. I appreciate the request, but maybe I'll do... There's a couple others in here. I'll do it, but let's do something else first. And then maybe I'll finish out with that one. Let's see. What haven't I done? I know there's got to be some I haven't done because there's a buttload of songs on here. Megalithic Eyes. I haven't done that one in a long time. That's a slower one, but it's still kind of heavy. Maybe I could do that. There's also Form. I didn't do that last week, which is one of the new ones. And yeah, let's do Form. That one's fun. So here we go. Let's do Form then. New song, unreleased, called Form. Form, brand new song, and eventually that's going to be on a new album called Happy 99, which is coming out in a few months. It's about halfway done. I have several songs I haven't shown you guys yet, but I'm going to save them. And Happy 99 actually is the name of an old computer virus, and every song on Happy 99 is going to be named after computer viruses. So Form, that's actually an old computer virus name. And that one's a lot of fun. Yeah, that time change in there, it actually switches up from like the BPM stays the same, but it switches from like a straight ahead feel to a triplet feel. And then I just play basically the music is switching to a triplet feel because I use the TD-3 bassline generator and it has that function on it. But I don't play a triplet feel on the drums over it. I actually split the time, like, I don't know, how do I technically explain that? Basically, it sounds like I'm slowing it down, but it's not. Does that make sense? I should think of a better way to explain that. There's definitely a technical term for it. It's like a subdivision that I did. That's it. That's a technical term. But yeah, that one's a lot of fun to play because of that. So yeah, let's go ahead and do, how about Fiero? The hair metal-y sounding one. That one's fun. Let's see, I have a kit specifically for that one called Def Leppard. So let's do that. Fiero. Here we go. And JK, definitely a new favorite of mine. Thanks, Jake. Here we go. Fiero. So I added this. I love on the auxiliary tom, I have that synth tom over there, which really fits in that. It's like Alex Van Halen in the 80s. In like the, what was it? No, it was 5150. He had several toms that sounded like that. Like the Simmons toms. All right, let's do Human Modification Systems Inc. for Jake. And I'm going to use the wide set again on this one because that works really well in there. And here we go. Human Modification Systems Inc. off of 333. That's what you call a spaz out at the end. That was fun, though. Whew. Someone pour some sugar on Demonic Sweaters. Please do. Yes. Pour some sugar on me, baby. JK, I never noticed that you do a left foot start on the double pedal in this song. Yeah, most of the time. Sometimes I switch it, but I try to do left-handed, left-footed. The reason being is because when I get into that, like the part where it goes to the fast double bass, it just makes more sense. Because if I were doing it without double bass, I'd be doing something like that and keeping the downbeat on my left foot. So it's just you have to get used to starting, hitting a crash cymbal with your left foot is kind of awkward when you first learn how to do it. But sometimes I do it with the right foot. If I come out of a fill, sometimes I will go. And that was right foot. But here's left. Right. So, I could switch it. Actually, that song, playing it on these streams, has got me a lot better at playing that song. Just doing it so many times. I used to kind of struggle with that, starting out with the left foot. But now, it's actually kind of easy. Except right there. Wait. So coming out of that fill can be a little hard, and maybe I'll do it on the right. It just depends on what I'm doing. Yeah, so that's a little more comfortable to the right foot. Can I do a triplet? My bass drum's going crazy. Rocking like crazy there. Alright, was that the last one? Or should I do another one? Not a whole lot of you out there, only 4 people watching right now. I think school started again, so that I think has had some effect. Or maybe people are just getting bored because I'm doing this every single week. Which is quite possible, too. Let's do... Oh, I haven't done Portal again. I really have to go to the bathroom, though. Maybe I should run to the restroom real quick and I'll come back. I'm going to do that. I have to pee. Be right back. I'm going to put on the starting soon screen while I do that. Just bear with me here. Oh, camera switcher's on. Turn that off. I wish it would automatically deactivate when I put on that screen. Maybe there's a way to do that, but I'll figure that out later.
Welcome to another Demonic Sweaters live stream. We're going to get started here in a little bit, but before we do, be sure to check out my record label, which is anthillrecordings.bandcamp.com. This is the best way to support what I do here on this channel. You can go there and pick up something by Demonic Sweaters or Manasota or basically anything on the entire label. We sell CDs, vinyl, t-shirts, and lots of cool merch that you can check out there, so that's anthillrecordings.bandcamp.com. Oh, by the way, did you know that I teach drum lessons? If you're interested in learning more about drum lessons, message me on Instagram at demonic_sweaters.
Did you know that almost all of Demonic Sweater's music is available on all the streaming services? You can check it out there if you don't want to buy something. By the way, have you subscribed yet? Please do. Do you want to try to play drums to some of these songs by yourself? You can pick up drumless versions of all of these songs you hear on my streams on the Drumless library, which is available at anthillrecordings.bandcamp.com. It currently has 33 songs for only $15. Each song has the BPM. All right, I'm back. Thanks for holding there, everybody. So I do want to do... I almost feel like I want to do Sunset Park again, even though I know I've done it twice already, but it's one of those things where I just want to get a good recording of it live. Antimatter Is, I did that so long ago, I can't remember if that was good or not. Was that good? Can't remember. Jake says, I'm not bored. You're bored. No, I'm not bored. I'm a little tired, but I'm not bored. Definitely not bored. But I feel like I'm getting warmed up now. So let's do a couple. I'm just going to keep going. Screw it. I'm not going anywhere. I do want to play with Superior Drummer 2 after this stream, though, and start messing with that a little bit. The thing that's crazy about Superior Drummer 2 is, man, it's freaking huge. It's 236 gigabytes or something like that. And my SSD in my MacBook is only 256. So thankfully, though, what they do is they give it to you in parts. So you don't have to install all of it. Like, there's basically the main sounds, and then there's the room sounds, mic sounds, and then there's the surround sound, 11.1 surround sound, which is insane. Like, but I'll never use that, so I'm not even going to install that. But that's like 40 gigabytes right there, the surround sound thing. And then there's also Microphone Bleed, which is another 40 gigabytes. And so I didn't install the last two. And there's like a fifth one too. So like I installed, well, I'll see what I can do. I could install one more. I have enough storage where I could do one more of the packs. But I'm stoked about it though. It looks really cool. Like Superior Drummer. Maybe I should I try it right here? The thing is I'm not set up to do that. I could probably do it though. If I turned off, let me see something. Let's try it. There's a little experiment. Let's just go ahead and add a MIDI track here. I mean, I'm hooked up. And Superior Drummer. Hold on, let me find it. It's in my plugins. VSTs. There it is. Superior Drummer 3. Drag it over here. And well, the thing is, I'm not sure if this probably isn't going to work right. Whoa. Okay, it's loading up. Some of the sounds might not match up because I haven't mapped my MIDI stuff yet. But yeah, let's experiment with this a little bit. Let me turn down the volume on my module. See if we get anything. Yeah, we do. Oh, but you know what? No, this isn't going to work. The latency is going to be really bad right now. Well, surprisingly though, how's this? That's not going to work because I have this bell mapped, or it's plugged in my tom input. I have to configure my latency and all that. Right now it's like a little delayed. Sounds pretty decent though. I mean, I've done nothing. That's like the default. Wow, it's like 3 crashes the same. But you can customize everything. The thing is like the reason why I went ahead and splurged and got this, I cross-graded from Easy Drummer. The thing I never liked about Easy Drummer, I'm gonna delete that. I'm not gonna use it. The thing I never liked about Easy Drummer is you can't really customize that much. Like you can a little bit, but it's kind of restricted.
And that's how they they trick you. They sway you into getting Superior Drummer. It has full customizability. Okay, back to my TD-6. But I'll be messing with that more in depth here outside of the stream, and then get something set up for you guys to actually use. Let's do Insect Politics, because I like that one. It's fun to do. So here we go. Insect Politics off of 333. Insect Politics. And that one's off of my newest album, 333. Dave the Bass Boss says, this is cool, like acid house meets 70s jazz fusion. Not to categorize, LOL. Yeah, totally. I mean, you nailed it. That's exactly what it sounds like. And I added this rototom over here on my auxiliary trigger, so that was fun. Pretty fun. That's a fun one to play. I love playing that one. Let's do Ghost Image. All right.
Or should we do... No, let's do... I don't know. What do you guys want to hear? Anybody have any requests off the drumless library? Should I do Antimatter Is again? Let's do that again. Maybe I can do it better than the first time. Let's get to the set here. Oh, good. We're in time for the videos in the background. So let's go ahead and do that. Antimatter Is. Here we go. Off of Turn of the Scroct for a second time today. All right. I think that one was definitely better than the first time. Antimatter is, it's a crazy song. If you're curious, the vocal sample in Antimatter is there is the Mr. Bob Lazar from the original Bob Lazar tape. And if you don't know who Bob Lazar is, just Google him. I mean, I'm sure most of you guys out there know who he is by now. Mr. Josh, hey, how's it going? Thanks. Nice, thanks. And few new faces here today. Very cool. So I'm just going to keep going a little bit longer. I've been streaming for a while already, but let's keep it moving. Let's do Portal. And I'm going to use the Bonzo kit on Portal. And if you're curious, I'm using a TD-6. It's all internal sounds from the TD-6, though they are custom kits that I programmed. And you can pick up all this music at anthillrecordings.bandcamp.com. And here we go. This is called Portal. This is off of Earth Asylum.
You don't have to worry now. Tarantulas will scurry down. But you don't have to worry now. The portal's open wide now. It takes a lot to get closed. Got what it takes now, get closed. You don't have to wait for me. I will be back, honestly. Make sure to jump in before you can't make it through the floor. It takes a lot to get closed. Got what it takes now, get You don't have to worry now. Tarantulas will scurry down. But you don't have to worry now. The portal's open wide now.
All right, that was Portal off of Earth Asylum. And yeah, grungy. That one's definitely grungy. Definitely Nirvana inspired. And Mr. Josh says, thanks for the vids. Thanks, Josh. Thanks for the comment and watching the stream. Jake K says, grungy. This really catching my Seattle kid ears. Yeah, totally, for sure. I love grunge. Let's just keep moving. I'm going to keep playing through these. I'm having fun. So let's keep going. Let's do Taurus. Taurus is another... Well, this one's actually on Earth Asylum as well as driving songs. So we're going to go ahead and play. Which kit am I going to use? We'll do the wide kit. That works good for here. Here we go. It's called Taurus. that was Taurus off of Driving Songs and Earth Asylum. It's on both. Driving Songs, I played electronic drums. Earth Asylum, I played acoustic drums on the 2 different versions. And Dave the Bass, Judas Priest, or Dave Bass, Boss. Judas Priest with a flanger. Yeah, I mean, it's totally, you're guessing all the influences for sure. That one's like early British metal was kind of like what I was going for there. Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, those kind of things were the influence of that track. Daniel, fresh hair, we care. Hey, Daniel. Thanks for coming on the stream. And actually, let's talk about merch again. You can pick up Can You Draw Me on CD at anthillrecordings.bandcamp.com, which is fairly recent of the Demonic Sweater stuff. You can also purchase digital downloads. We also have, oh, you know what? I never turned the camera switcher back on, did I? We also have As the Sun Rises Deluxe Edition by Minnesota. Let's fix that. Damn, I didn't have that on, and I played that really good version of, what you call it? Antimatter is Rats. Oh, whatever. I always forget to start this thing. I need a post-it note reminder. Dave says, do you ever play out with a small agile group? Could be awesome show. Yeah, well, I have another person, John, who, there's videos on the channel. We did a 4th of July show together, but it's really hard to organize more than one other person these days. But when John plays, it's awesome, though. We have played that particular song live. John plays guitar and synth and kind of, doubles. We still have the backing tracks, but he adds in live, a couple more live instruments. And it sounds really cool. So eventually, we'll be doing something with John again. I did a show not long ago in Brooklyn, but John happened to be out of town, so he wasn't able to do that one. So I just did it solo. But next time they ask, we're going to be doing with John. That's preferred. The preferred method is to have the duo for the live stuff. The streams, I just do too many of them, and it's just too difficult. Like, he lives in Long Island, and I live in Brooklyn. So it's too difficult to get him over here and just set everything up. So I just do the streams by myself. But, yeah, we will at some point. But if you want to see the show, there is a show of both of us playing. Just search Demonic Sweaters 4th of July duo, and that'll show up, which has both of us. So I'm getting kind of tired now, guys. I'm going to play like one more, I think, and then I'll call it a day. But let's go ahead and do, let's finish it off with, how about Captain Flange? Because I'm pretty sure I can play that one without screwing up. So here we go, Captain Flange, and this one's off of the 2080s. I dropped a stick, and that threw off my whole mojo. That's the first time that's happened on a stream, unbelievably. I'm going to do it again. I jinxed myself by saying that I wouldn't screw it up. So let's do it again. Here we go. And this is the last one. It's Captain Flange. All right, that was Captain Flange off of the 2080s, and because of all the flange on there. Yeah, anyway, thanks again, everybody, for watching. Jake K, big thanks to you for being the #1 commenter and supporter on all these streams, always requesting stuff, and I really do appreciate that. It's awesome. Once again, just let me quickly mention before I go that we as in me, I have the drumless versions of all these songs available on anthillrecordings.bandcamp.com, and man, my thumb is busted. That's actually blood. You can't tell because of the green screen. Anthillrecordings.bandcamp.com. We have all the drumless versions of all these songs. You can download. It's only $15, and you get 35 songs you can play drums to. They have the BPM and the time signature all listed on there, so you can drop them into your DAW of choice and play along. You can post videos. You can do all that stuff and just practice, whatever you want to do. Like, very cool, good stuff to practice to, and just to rock out. You know, if you want something to play drums to, it's all there. And you can also download all of my, albums and all the various projects and everything there. But the drumless library, like I was saying, I lost track there, is $15. And anytime I add new content to it, you'll get all of that for free. It started out with 25 songs. Now it has 35 songs, and I update it regularly. And so check that out. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below if you're watching this in the future, if you're time traveling. Yeah, follow me on Spotify, Apple Music, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys really soon. Looking forward to the next stream, which will be next week. Again, same time, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time, every week, doing these live streams. So I'll see you guys really soon. Have a great week, everybody. Take care.